Hey everybody, welcome to Down Ballot Roundup in partnership with Leave No Dem Behind, where I introduce you to Democratic candidates running in local elections throughout the country. I'm Bryan Randolph, and today I am here with Katie O'Neill, who is running in a very tight race for the Ohio State Senate to represent District 18. Hello, Katie. It is wonderful to have you today. How are you?
Thank you. It's wonderful to be here. November 1st, new moon.
So close, so close. Excellent. Well, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I was born and raised in Northeast Ohio. My parents had a bar and restaurant in Geneva on the Lake where I
Ooh.
learned that Lake Erie had died and was coming back to life. And then we moved to Chagrin Falls, Ohio, where I was raised, and that's where I learned that the Cuyahoga River had caught on fire 13 times. I went to Ohio University where I got a bachelor's degree in history and the environment, and I learned of acid mine drainage. And then fracking came to town, and they wanted to put their poison in our ground through injection wells. So the community and I worked everything we could with our democratic republic, right? So we organized the teachers and the business owners and the public officials, and we did letter writing and protesting, and we even got the federal EPA to audit the injection well program. And we couldn't stop it. So the community turned to me and said, Katie, you were able to get your father elected to the Ohio Supreme Court in 2012 without raising any money from anyone. If there's anyone that should go to law school and come back and run for office, it's you. So I went off to Vermont Law School, the top environmental law school in the nation. All 4 years I was there. I got a master's in energy regulation and law, and I've got an environmental law degree. And during my time there, I was on the Conservation Commission in my town of Bethel, Vermont, and we protected a critical floodplain from being developed by the Dollar General store. And we had a goal of attracting businesses to the historic downtown. And because of that victory, we were able to get half a dozen businesses to move to town because they could see that we were a community that worked together and protected one another. So I came back to Ohio and to Athens, and we had House Bill 6, which was $1 billion bailout to the energy industries, and everybody could see that it was corrupt. So I took on the House Majority Whip, Jay Edwards, and his mentor, the Speaker of the House, Larry Householder, was arrested by the FBI in August of 2020, that election, for corruption, for bribery, taking $60 million in bribes. So that was a tough year, right? And I had to win a Supreme Court of Ohio case because the Board of Elections threw me off the ballot and abused their discretion and violated the law. And and then after the election, I moved back to Northeast Ohio because um, I am a family oriented person, and I had always promised Lake Erie that I would return. And so I got a little cottage on the lake and started
Hmm.
working with farmers and the historical societies, which I've been involved in for well over a decade, doing really good work. And and so now I'm running for Senate because my senator does not represent us in Northeast Ohio.
Excellent. And for the record, I went to Ohio University and my partner went to VLS. So that's a very similar journey to my family's journey. So why don't you tell me a little bit more about District 18?
Wonderful. So District 18 is new this year. It encompasses all of Lake County and part of Cuyahoga County, the southeast portion. And if you go on my website, katieoneal.us, you'll see a image of the district and all the communities listed. It looks like a woman with a chicken on her knee. And in Ohio, we've got 88 counties. And so the state senate, we have 33 state senators. And with every state senate district, we've got 3 House districts involved in that district. I am fortunate that I actually like all 3 House members in the district and have a good rapport with them.
Excellent. Okay. So you're going out, you're getting to know people out there, and you already knew a lot of them, I'm sure. But can you give me a sense of kind of what the issues are that you're hearing from people, and where you and your opponent sit on those issues?
Yes, so people are very discouraged by Senator Jerry Serino, my opponent, because he has spent the last 4 years attacking women and teachers and professors, tenure and collective bargaining, the LGBTQ community, immigrants and migrants. So people are really concerned about Senate Bill 83, which encompasses a lot of those issues. Um, and and they want our school systems to be safe, and they want to support our school systems. So I am somebody with 3 degrees, but when I went to Chagrin Falls, I participated in the post-secondary program available, and I went to Tri-C my senior year. And my brother, my twin brother, went to auto body school. My sister went to culinary school. And my youngest brother went to horticulture school. So right now we've got $1 billion that we are giving away in vouchers to private and religious schools. And if we have $1 billion to give away, we should be supporting our schools and the trade schools that complement them, our public libraries that teaches civics and community, or our historical societies which hold our history. And Ohio is a leader in the civil rights movement, and we have a fabulous history and legacy that I have been working to promote and support and educate the public on all election. In Lake County, we actually elected 2 women into public office a year after women got the right to vote. Dr. Amy Kalkinen, who was mayor of Fairport Harbor, and Cora Gaines Carroll, a councilwoman in Willoughby. She was a school teacher. And Amy Kalkinen was a doctor and only 30 years old. Really
Wow,
fascinating women.
amazing.
Yeah, yeah, the Underground Railroad, Chagrin Falls was a part of it, and it led to County Line Road, where I am living today. So the district actually encompasses a very crucial Underground Railroad from the 19th century.
Excellent. All right, so I'm getting towards the end here. This is what I call my softball question. It's my favorite question. I would like to know, tell me something about District 18 that makes it special to you.
Lake Erie is alive and thriving. So it has been restored in my lifetime. I have friends that are eagles. And blue herons. I watch the fish as they change and they go into our rivers. Chagrin Falls, every spring equinox, there is a waterfall where you have rainbow trout jumping at waterfalls. I mean, you can time it, and I do. And I sit and I wait for them. So I love this district because it has many universities. Well, it has community colleges. Lake Erie College was founded and created for women. Um, and it's got great businesses and farms and forests and parks. And so, as an environmental lawyer, I believe we need one in the state senate to protect our environment and our health and safety, our education, and our history.
Once again, my mother-in-law actually went to Lake Erie College. So just a
Nice.
real, yeah. All right, so we are getting real close to the end here. Could you give your constituents a closing argument for this election?
So we have to stop bullying in our elections, in our schools, communities, and our government. This is really important. Right now, my opponent has spent $1 million attacking me. And that is showing that it's okay to bully somebody. It's okay to scare people away from this important profession. And we have to stop that this election. We have to vote for people to be peacekeepers in our public elections and our government.
Katie O'Neill is running for the Ohio State Senate to represent District 18 in a very tight race, and I'd really like to see you succeed. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you so much. I appreciate this time.